every step. It starts with the careful handpicking of young green coconuts from our sustainable farms.
The process begins high above the ground, where skilled climbers use traditional methods to harvest the ripest coconuts.
Using a sharp blade attached to a long pole, the coconuts are expertly sliced from the stem, falling safely onto the padded ground below.
Once harvested, the raw coconuts are transported by traditional wooden carts to the loading zone.
With the load secured, the journey from raw coconut to
Coconuts from the farm and transporting them to
The process begins here, as the fresh coconuts arrive at the receiving area, ready for inspection. The process begins here at the unloading bay, where fresh, raw coconuts arrive daily by the ton.
Freshly harvested coconuts are quickly collected by hand and loaded into baskets before moving to the next stage of production.
The automated sorting gate efficiently separates the raw coconuts. Rejected ones are pushed aside, while the approved coconuts continue on to the washing section.
The raw coconuts are fed into this industrial rotary drum, where high-pressure water jets begin the intensive cleaning process.
I'm pleased to show you the A2Z Making Step. After a thorough wash, the clean coconuts are ready for the husking.
After the husks are removed, the hard-shell coconuts move along the conveyor to the hydraulic shell cracker for processing.
The hydraulic shell cracker applies immense pressure, splitting the coconut cleanly in two, revealing the fresh meat inside.
Here we see the halves stabilizing on the conveyor guides, preparing the rich white kernel for extraction.
Here we see the fresh white kernels dropping onto the conveyor belt, completely separated from their shells. After the skin is removed, the bright white kernels are aligned for a thorough wash.
The peeled kernels now enter the washing tunnel, where high-pressure potable water removes any residual particles before the draining process.
The kernels are guided into the high-speed rotary cutter, ensuring a consistent feed rate for optimal shredding.
Next, the coconut meat is pulverized by these powerful machines, transforming the solid pieces into a fine, rich paste.
As you can see, the freshly extracted coconut milk is filling this holding tank. Once the level stabilizes,
From From the balance tank, the milk is pumped into the heat exchanger, beginning the pasteurization cycle as the temperature climbs rapidly. From the balance tank, the milk is pumped into the heat exchanger, beginning the pasteurization cycle as the temperature climbs rapidly.
As the pumps push the milk through the heat exchanger, the temperature quickly reaches the required 90 degrees Celsius for pasteurization.
Here in the holding tube, the coconut milk maintains a high temperature for safety before proceeding to the cooling phase.
For homogenization.
Cooled milk enters the homogenization chamber, where high pressure breaks down the fat globules.
Next, the cooled milk enters the high-pressure hood, which misuses intense pressure to break down the fat cluster, ensuring a smooth, consistent texture. Next, the cooled milk enters the high-pressure hood, which misuses intense pressure to break down the fat cluster, ensuring a smooth, consistent texture.
The homogenization process ensures the milk texture is stable and uniform, creating this visibly creamier product.
After homogenization, the milk is held in this tank, ready for the final filling stage.
After homogenization, the delicious coconut milk is carefully poured into containers, ensuring every carton is filled precisely.
The containers are sterilized using steam and UV light before filling.
Inside the sterilization tunnel, superheated steam and powerful UV light prepare the Olpers cartons for filling, guaranteeing freshness.
Here we see the cartons being fed into the line. They must be sterilized before the coconut milk stored in the tanks can be added.
From fresh coconuts to these finished Olpers cartons, this is the final step in our manufacturing process before boxing and storage. From fresh coconuts to these finished Olpers cartons, this is the final step in our manufacturing process before boxing and storage.
Here at the factory, we ensure every carton of Olpers coconut milk is perfectly sealed before it heads to the boxing area.
The approved cartons are transferred to the robotic palletizer. The automated arm precisely stacks the finished
A little more to the left. Okay, drop it slowly now. Looks secure.
Team, ensure the Olpers shipment is secured properly. We need to verify the manifest for the A2Z pallets before sealing the truck.
The final step sees the completed cartons palletized and loaded for distribution.
Inside the factory, how coconuts are turned into delicious coconut milk. Full process factory manufacturing.
Once unloaded, each pallet is digitally scanned and logged, ensuring precise inventory control before shipment.
Once the inventory is logged, the trucks are secured and ready to depart for the market.
From the factory floor to your shopping basket, we ensure only the freshest coconuts make it into our delicious milk.
And finally, the delicious coconut milk is packaged, ready to be enjoyed, fresh from our factory.
So that's how we make our delicious Olpers coconut milk. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe for more behind the scenes content.